Hi, I'm Kamil, and in this video I'm gonna show you how you can run two Serverpod projects at the same time. Maybe you've seen my previous video where I was talking why you should learn Serverpod and why it's so great, and maybe you decided to give it a try. So sooner or later you are gonna encounter a little problem. And the problem is that you are not able to run two Serverpod projects at the same time with default configuration. Yeah, this is very important to add with default configuration. So in this video, I'm gonna show you what you need to change and where to be able to run these two projects at the same time. So let's start. First thing first, I'm gonna open two terminal windows, because we are gonna create two Serverpod projects. Okay, and now let's go to desktop here, and cd into desktop here also. Okay, so now let's create the projects. So Serverpod create, and let's create something creative like project 1. And let's go with it. And now I need to put exactly the same in my second terminal window. Here, maybe let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, and of course not project 1 but project 2 here. Okay, so as you can see, we have two new projects on our desktop, on my desktop to be honest. And now let's open these projects in my IDE. So I'm gonna use Android Studio. You can use whatever you want. I'm using Android Studio because I like it. And let's also open the project 2 in Android Studio. Okay, as you can see, we have project 2 and project 1. Okay, like this. So we have two terminals and we have two IDEs opened at the same time. And the whole problem is that in this file, dockercompose.yaml, let me open it also in my project number 2. We have exactly the same ports, as you can see. So if you're gonna try to open project 1, it's gonna be very easy. You can open it without any problems. But then if you're gonna try to open project 2 at the same time, you are gonna encounter an error because you are trying to open it at the same port, which is not possible because only one app can use one port at the same time. So let me show you how to fix that. So let's keep project 1 with default configuration. We are not gonna change anything here, but in project 2 we are gonna replace ports. So every time when we see, for example, 8090, we are gonna change it to 7090. And also the same here. So the default one is 8091. We are gonna create the 7091. And also here, I think that, yeah, we need to do a little bit more changes here. So 7090, and remember that we already have 7090, so we are gonna put 7092 and 7093 here. Okay, so great, everything is working here in Docker Compose. Like, we don't know if it's working, but we are on the good path to make it work. So let's give it a try, but it's not the end. because we also need to change one more file. And to be honest, we need to change a little bit more. But okay, I'm gonna just tell you. The development.yaml also need to be changed. But of course, you have also staging and production. So if you wanna change more than development, you should do it. I'm too lazy for this, so I'm gonna just change the development and I'm gonna show you that it's working, so you're gonna be able to start your application. But of course, you should also change the production and staging if you are gonna try to run your Serverpod in production or in staging environment. So let's change it here. Let's change the ports from 8080 to 7080. The same here and the same here. Same here. And one here and here. Okay, I think that's all. We should be good right now. Let's save it. Just make sure that you saved it. And I think that we can once again go to our terminals. And first thing first, let's dive into the project. So cd change directory, and we are going into project1/project1 server. Let's do it exactly the same on the second terminal, but with another with this other project. And also let's execute docker compose app --build --detached in project1. Let me take a look. I hope that everything gonna works without any problems. Okay, so as you can see, containers are up. Let's do exactly the same here with second one. Okay, and one more thing, I'm gonna make a little change here in server lib src endpoints, just to make sure that I'm on the correct server. So here in project number 1, I'm gonna add 1 to whatever name I'm gonna get from the client. And here in project number 2, I'm gonna do exactly the same. src endpoints, example endpoint. And here I'm gonna add number 2. Okay, once again, make sure that you saved it. And now we should be able to start our server. So let's go with dart bin main. Okay, server is running, as you can see. And now in second project, let's do exactly the same. And as you can see, everything is working with different ports. So here in project number 1, I have port 8081 and 8080. And here I have 7081 and 7080. So it looks like everything is good. Let's create enable Dart support. And yeah, I think that we should start our application. So let's go to main.dart. And here 8080, yeah, this is the default one. So you always need to connect your client from from the Flutter project with this server. So 8080, 8080. And yeah, I think that I should also do the same here with project number 2. So let's open it. And as you can see, this project is also listening on, like, not listening. This also is by default configured to send request into 8080, but our port is different. Our port is 7080. So we need to change this. Okay, so it's changed. And now I think that we should be good to go. So I'm gonna open my iPhone simulator. And now let's run the application here. And if everything gonna be all right, then we should be able to see something. But let's see. I'm 99% sure that everything gonna work without any problems, but you know how it is. Okay, so we are able to see something. We don't see any errors in console. Let me put Camille here, and I should get something like hello Camille 1 from the server. Yeah, as you can see, hello Camille 1. So this one is in the indicator that it comes from a backend from server from the project number 2, from the project number 1. Sorry. And here, what can I do? I can open it also on web to make sure that my local host is the local host on my computer. Maybe in next video I'm gonna show you how you can send request from your physical device to your computer, because localhost is not working on your physical device. But yeah, that's the idea for another video. So right now let's try to open project number 2, and let me also put Camille and let's send it. Okay, and as you can see, I'm getting Camille 2. Yeah, so it looks like everything is working. To be honest, I was thinking that it's gonna be much more problematic, but it's not. So I really recommend Serverpod. If you wanna give it a try, please give it a try, because it's really great technology. And let's see you in the next video. Bye!